Let's find the distance where A is 2, negative 7, and B is on 3, negative 2. So this is the distance formula. Distance is equal to the square root of the sum of the square of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 and the square of y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So, para hindi malito sa pag-substitute, yung given nating ordered pair ay lagyan natin ng label. This will be your x sub 1, y sub 1, and this will be your x sub 2, y sub 2. So, hindi magiging magkasama si x sub 1 and x sub 2 sa isang ordered pair dahil nga sa isang ordered pair or sa isang coordinates, there is x and y. So, let's now substitute. So, we say x sub 2, so which is 3, minus x sub 1 is 2, and then yung square nun. Pagkatapos is negative 2, minus, dahil negative yun, magiging plus na yun mamaya, and then square. So, let's do the operation. 1 squared plus ito ay negative 2 plus 7 will give us 5. Yeah. And then don't forget the square root kasi lagi po sa distance ay may square root. Okay. And then this will be 1 plus 25. And then this is square root of 26. 26 has only factor of other than 1 in itself is 13 times 2. And 13 times 2, wala namang perfect square factor si 13 kasi prime na siya. Ito din prime din, wala namang perfect square factor. So, this distance of AB is square root of 26. Okay, another example for distance where the C is on 2, negative 1, and D is on 4, 5. So again, this will be our x sub 1, y sub 1, and this is x sub 2, y sub 2. Let's find the distance by substituting our x sub 2 minus x sub 1, so 4 minus 2, and then yung squared, plus 5 minus negative 1, and then squared. And don't forget the square root. So let's solve. 4 minus 2 is 2, so that's 2 squared, plus 5 plus 1 will give 6, and then square. So we have 4 plus 36, and that is a 40. And ang factor po ng 40 is 4 times 10. Where 4 is a perfect square, so 2 square root of 10. So, the distance of segment CD is 2 square root of 10. So, ganun po, hindi pwedeng hanggang dito na lang dahil you need to find if there's a perfect square factor sa pagbuha ng distance. Okay. I will be showing how to find the midpoint. Let's use this given segment SR has endpoints where S is on 3, 5 and R is on 11, 7. Find its midpoint. So, our formula for midpoint is this. I-add mo yung parehong x o yung nasa unahang coordinate, and then you will divide it by 2, as well as para makuha natin yung nasa y or midpoint ng y, i-add mo yung parehong y and then divide it by 2. So, midpoint other than substituting, di ba? Lagyan natin yung 3 plus 11, 3 tapos yung 11 tsaka yung 5 plus 7. So pupunuhan niya yung sagot, i-divide natin sa 2. So 3 plus 11 is 14 and then over 2. 5 plus 7 is 12 over 2. So yung final answer is 7, 6. So this is the midpoint. Or I just remember na ganito yung may gumawa ng ganito in getting the midpoint. So this is 14, tapos yun nga, over 2 lang nila to get the midpoint. So midpoint is 7, 6. I think they are using M as the symbol for midpoint, capital M, kasi the small m represents a slope. The midpoint M has the coordinates 3, negative 2. What is the coordinates of E if L is at negative 5, negative 4? So, imagining that M is the midpoint. So, this is our line. M yung midpoint. That's the letter. And then, yung nasa gilid niya ay E and L. So, yung L daw is negative 5, negative 4, while the midpoint is 3, negative 2. So, ito yung tinatanong. And if that's the question, or it's either ito yung meron, tas ito yung hinahanap. Basta, ang missing ay isang endpoint. Ang given ay isang midpoint at isang endpoint. So, our formula is P sub 1 is equal to 2M minus P sub 2. Or wherein M is the midpoint, given midpoint, and itong P na to, ito yung hinahanap na missing endpoint, and ito yung given endpoint. So, para makuha yon, ito, yung E, para makuha, ita times 2 nyo yung given na midpoint. And given midpoint here is 3, negative 2. And then, after nyong ma-times yan, ima-minus natin yung negative 5, negative 4. So, para mas madali, ganito yung gawin natin. So, pa-vertical na lang. So, yung 2, ita-times natin kay 3, negative 2, bago ima-minus natin kay negative 5, negative 4. So, yung naka-times ay 6, negative 4. And remember, kapag nagsasubtract, diba, nag-change ng sign ng subtrahend. So, ito ay magiging 5, and ito ay magiging positive 4. And then, diba, pag change ng sign ng subtrahend, magiging addition na siya. Okay, so this is 11, 0. So, this will be 11, 0. para ma-check nyo, kunin natin yung midpoint. So, 11 plus negative 5 is 6. 6 divided 2 will give us 3. Then 0 plus negative 4 will give us negative 4. And then divided by 2 will give us negative 2. So, ganun po. Segment AB has its midpoint at negative 2, 7. Find the coordinates of A if B is on 7, 5. So, missing endpoint pa rin. And again, ang midpoint natin ay ito. So, yan yung i-multiply natin sa 2 bago natin ibabawas yung given nating coordinates. So, dito, kasi ito times pa natin. So, negative 4, 14. And we will be subtracting 7, 5. And remember, we are changing the sign of the subtrahend, and then after that, we will be following the rule in addition. So we have negative 11 and 9. So this is A. And para i-check nyo nga ulit, sige, i-check nga natin ulit, is negative 11 plus 7 will give us negative 4. Negative 4 divided 2 will give us negative 2. Kasi ito yung midpoint. Then, 9 plus 5 will give us 14. 14 divided 2 will give us 7. So, which means na yung endpoint na nakuha natin ay tama.